Maho's eyes were shining like a little girl's. Not many girls would like that if you brought them to a place like this. I was the one who'd brought her here, but she seemed to have forgotten about me entirely. She was wandering around the narrow corridors where all the computer parts were, as if in a daze. Then she came to a stop in front of one of them. Inside the shop there was lots of little plastic bins filled with junk parts of all sizes. They'd been taken off of discarded PCs and appliances. Each of them was obviously dirty, and lots of them were covered in dust. Watching the ecstasy on Maho's face creeped me out a little. Kurisu spoke from inside my phone. Maho had said she wanted to go with Kurisu today. And so I ended up going on a strange date with two girls at once. This might be another test of Amadeus' capabilities. Yeah, you don't want to be compared to him. Yeah, you should. He is. It was an early afternoon on a Sunday. There was a reason I'd come with Maho to the computer parts shop. Dr. Leskinen and Maho were headed back to America in a few days. She was leaving soon, so she wanted me to show her around Akihabara like I'd promised. That's what her message had said. So we met in front of the station in the morning. I asked her where she wanted to go. This was the result. By the way, our first shop was Yodobashi, and our second soft map. I had taken her to a lot of used PC and retro PC shops tucked away in tiny alleys. A kid made from plastic parts put together by following a manual. Yeah, fuck those. Those are too much work. A radio that uses germanium diode as a rectifier and requires no power supply. This term can also refer to kits used to build them. Since they're simple enough for anyone to build, they're a common choice for elementary school summer break projects. Yeah, don't fucking talk to me about that. Mixture comprised mostly of lead and tin that is used to join metal components together. God, it fucking hurts when you burn yourself. Oh my god. It's so goddamn hot, and it smells god awful, and I probably am getting cancer from it. It fucking sucks. Too many scars on my hand to know I don't do that. Probably not everybody. Actually, I'd assume that it was a minority of people who soldered in their homes growing up. Yeah, probably. Not normal. It felt like she was never going to leave unless I dragged her out. I finally managed to succeed in getting her away from the parts shop by telling her it was time to eat. We went on to the main road. This area was close to the station, so it was especially crowded. Thanks to the crowds of people waiting to cross the street, you couldn't even walk in a straight line. Now then, where to eat? My first idea was May Queen, but after the way she reacted for it last time, it probably would be best to avoid it. Still, Sampo wasn't a good choice for someone new to Akihabara. Gansen, or maybe Kitchenjiro, or Go-Go Curry would work too. As I stood there thinking... Mama stopped moving in front of the arcade directly ahead of us. Evidently, she was looking at the crane games on the first floor. Move over, this is my specialty. God, I can win those things like there's no tomorrow. I'm probably gonna get fucking banned for winning too much from those, to be honest. I'm actually really good at them. Sure. I like the skill because it's really easy to impress someone when you win it, and it's like, nah, no big deal. Especially when you only spend like $1 and then you win something that's really nice. I nodded. Oh, those are easy to win. Let's go. These are my specialty. Ma walked up to the crane game and pressed her face against the glass like a little kid. Inside the glass were characters from @channel memes, all of it different sizes. They have fucking memes they're selling. That's terrible. Maybe Maho was a secret @channeler like her Kurisu. They were pretty close, so it was possible. I leaned over to Maho and whispered a magic spell into her ear.
Hi?
What? Old @channel is slang. It started on the programming board as a shortening of null pointer, and as of now, it has no meaning whatsoever. Whenever someone says it, it's a traditional for someone to respond, gah. I had just confused her. Rip.
なんでもない。忘れてくれ。
Kurisu was glaring cold daggers at me from inside the smartphone, but I decided to ignore it.
ヒアジョさん、そのぬいぐるみ欲しいのか？
ええ、かわいいじゃない。ねえ、クリス。
Stand aside. I got this.
先輩？何？どうして慌てているの？なんともないです。
ちょっと意外だな。さっきパーツが好きって言ってたから、感性としては男に近いのかもって思ってた。
岡部、デリカシーないわね、あんたは。
Everyone likes getting presents, so there you go.
もっとうまいこと言いなさいよ。ギャップが素敵だとかなんとか。
Jesus Christ, no.
あ、すまない。
いいわよ、別に。実はね、このぬいぐるみ、クリスがベッドルームに置いていたのよ。
Oh my god. The gap between my reality. Oh my god, just throw it right back at her.
そうなのか？
先輩！
もしかして通販か何かでアメリカまで取り寄せてたのか？
Clearly.
別にどうだっていいでしょ。
さすが隠れアットチャンネラーだな。
何よ、アットチャンネラーって聞いたことない。
ヌルポ。
Jesus. Even as part of Amadeus hadn't changed a bit.
ヒアジョさん、クリスはこれがなんていうキャラなのか
いいえ、何度か聞いてみたけど永遠とはぐらかされたわ。
Please be absolutely terrible.
だろうな。
だからずっと気になっていたのよ。岡部さんは知っているの？
まあ。
岡部。
A chill ran down my spine as I heard the angry voice from the
俺
smartphone.
も知らないんだ。
そう。
Sheesh, I defended your honor, Kurisu. You better be grateful.
ちょっと挑戦していいかしら。
Maho took her wallet out of her pocket and put 100 yen coin into the machine.
このアームを左右と前後に操作してぬいぐるみをつかめばいいのね。
Yeah.
もしかして初めてなのか？
You grab the ones close to the exit because that's the easiest ones to get.
真帆先輩はレースゲームしかやらないですもんね。
Oh my god.
そういうこと。
Oh, that's easy to win. Maho nodded and pushed the control button, managing to move the arm directly over her target. She smiled, satisfied.
簡単なものね。あとはアームが降りて勝手に掴んでくれるんでしょ？
いや、普通はそうなんだが。
The arm went straight for the doll, but the angle was slightly off and it didn't grab it right.
おかしいわ。どういうことなの？
You're bad. That's what happens your first time. Maho gave it several more tries, but it didn't seem to get the hang of it. She groaned and took her last 300 yen to the back of the arcade. She walked over to a game with a red and white two-tone Formula 1 car on the side of the cabinet. She slid inside, still angry. I remember that was a CG racing game based off of real circuits.
Okabe. Okabe.
Huh?
ここは男らしさを見せるところよ。
I will dominate this crane machine. Give me a minigame.
先輩の代わりにあんたがぬいぐるみを手に入れなさいっていうこと。
Obviously.
ああ、なるほど。
And then give it to Maho. Was that what she was trying to say? Manliness aside, after seeing how badly she wanted it, I did want to try and help her. I took some coins out of my pocket and checked how much money I was carrying. Okay, it's been a while, but let's try this.
とはいえ、俺もこういうゲームは得意じゃないんだが。
Fucking Okabe, I'll fly to Japan real quick. Even so, I was sure I could do better than Maho. May as well give it a try. You gotta get the ones on the top, right next to the end. Rip. This is gonna go terribly, isn't it? Yeah, it's gonna fall. I can't grab it by a leg. And so after several times, whether it was luck or skill, I managed to get the stuffed animal easier than I had expected.
Yes.
Nice.
I stepped into the bag and went back to the racing game Maho was playing. For some reason, there was a crowd of about 10 people around it.
すっげえあの子何者だよ俺に聞くなって
小学生かありえないテクだぞこれレコード出るんじゃね
The crowd was whispering to one another. All of them seemed to be amazed. I made my way into the crowd and looked at the screen. The game Maho was playing was one of those you had to clear each stage in a set time or else it would be game over. With each race, the course got more and more difficult, and she was placing first every time with ease. As the crowd watched in awe, she finally made it to the end of the last stage, well ahead of the other racers, and she'd set a new record. She had a satisfied smile on her face as she looked at the flashy congratulations graphic at the ending screen. Then she noticed the crowd around her and her body jerked. Do I get free stuff? An arcade employee walked over to Maho and started to clap. And then the crowd started to clap as well. Maho's face went beet red. I should probably help her. I pushed my way through the crowd and grabbed her hand to pull her up. I'd never seen her this obedient before. We made our way through the hustle and bustle and finally got out of the arcade. Maho sighed in relief.
うかつだったわ。
何が？
つい熱くなってしまって本気を出してしまったの。
これのせいか？
I handed her the bag with my prize in it.
何？
She opened the bag and took out the stuffed animal.
これ取れたの？
運が良くてね。君にプレゼントするよ。
いいの？
俺が持ってても仕方ない。
そうじゃあ遠慮なくいただくわ。
See, the best is getting two at once. That's where it's really fun. Maho hugged the doll tied to her chest with an innocent smile of a child. Seeing how happy she was made me happy too.
クリスが亡くなった後ね、お母さんから形見をいろいろともらったわ。けどこれはクリスがとても可愛がっていたからってお母さん自分のベッドルームに飾っていたのよ。
If you didn't know it was from an ad channel meme, it was pretty cute. I could see her keeping it as a memory of her
だ
daughter.
けどクリスの実家がね、ああいうことになってぬいぐるみも燃えてしまったと思うの。先輩だから これはアメリカのお母さんにプレゼントしていいかしら。
It's yours, so you can decide whatever you want to do with it.
もちろん喜んでもらえるならそれが一番いい。
ありがとう。
さてと次はどうする？と言ってもアニメやゲームのショップなんかは興味ないよな。
クリス、悪いけどしばらく岡部さんと二人きりにしてくれる？
Hmm.
先輩、ついに自分の気持ちに素直になることにしたんですね。岡部、ちゃんとしなさいよ。
はあ？
先輩、頑張って。それじゃあ。
ヒヤジョーさん？
行きたい場所もう一つあるんだけれど。
そう
Oh, her
か。
grave.
どこだ？
Is it the same place she didn't want? Is it some place she didn't want Kurisu knowing about? Either her, probably where she died, right?
あそこよ。わかるでしょ？
The smile was gone from Mao's face. She looked like she'd come to some kind of decision. Now I realized where she wanted to go.
ラジカンに連れて行って。
Radicon. And she wanted me to take her there. I understood immediately, because that was where Makise Kurisu had died. I had gone up to the roof several times since then. The time machine was there, and Suza and Daru would go up once in a while to do maintenance. Just a few days ago, Suza had called me out at there and pointed a gun in my face. But even so, I'd never been to that storeroom on the 8th floor where it had happened. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Just remembering what happened was enough to cause a severe flashback. There was no way I could visit the site of her death.
大丈夫？ずいぶん顔色が悪いけれど。
Yeah, it's really traumatic being here.
クリスのこと思い出してしまうの？
How could he not?
そうだろうな。
辛いならついてこなくてもいいわ。私一人で行くから。
But her face was colorless. Going there had to be hard for her too. But even so, she was trying to come to grips with Kurisu's death. I wanted her to help her remember our friend. Radicon was going to be renovated. There wasn't a lot of time.
いや、一緒に行くよ。
Half of the shops had already been moved to another building to make way for the renovation, but many of the shops on the 7th floor were still open. 6 months ago on July 28th, I killed Kurisu on the floor just above where I was standing, with my own hands.
ここなの？
No.
いや、事件があったのはこの上の階だと聞いている。
I wasn't supposed to have been at the scene of Kurisu's death. I'd already asked Mayuri and Daru not to tell anyone.
上には何が？
イベント会場と、あとは倉庫とかになってる。
行ってみてもいいのかしら？
Sure.
今は立ち入り禁止のはず。
So? But the rope that always blocked off the way to the 8th floor wasn't there today. I could hear loud voices and laughter from above. Since it was a day off, there must have been some kind of event going on upstairs.
大丈夫そうね。
Maho headed up the stairs first. I slowly dragged myself up the stairs. We passed by the event hall into the back. It looked like there was no one around. Nothing had changed in 6 months. There was no lights on, and then the place seemed dark and lonely. This time the storeroom was locked.
そう。こんな場所で。
I could see her lips trembling as she whispered. It seemed strange. This was the place where Kurisu had died, covered in blood, and yet nearby the rest of the world continued on like it didn't care. And now I'd come back, even though this was where the one I loved had died.
もどかしいわ。
Yeah, that's a word.
私は物理学者ではないから相対性理論のことを詳細に理解しているわけではないけれど、時間と空間が同列だというのなら、なぜ空間と同じように時間も容易に移動できないのかしらね。
Yeah.
今私たちは 空間的にはクリスの死と同じ軸上にいるのよ。なのにあなたこの前クリスにアマデウスの方だけど面白い質問をしたわよね。タイムマシンは作れるかどうかって。
あ
ぜひ研究してみてほしいわ。真っ先に私が友人テストに名乗り出るから。
You're a little slow on that one. I couldn't tell from the tone of her voice if she was serious or joking. She laughed sadly. Time machines are real, you know, and there's one right above us. What would she do if I told her that? Would she blame me for giving up on saving Kurisu and say she'd go back to the past herself?
岡部さん、クリスが亡くなった時の状況について
I'd rather
教
not.
えてくれない？私詳しくは知らないの。
It's better not knowing the details.
俺だってろくに知らないよ。
でもアメリカにいた私よりは詳しいでしょ。クリスはどうしてこんなところに来たのかし。クリスが死んだ時すぐそこのイベントホールでは今日みたいにイベントが行われていたそうね。
You're really... I mean, obviously she doesn't know, like, what he knows, but good lord. This is painful. We could hear the occasional sounds of laughter coming from the event hall.
中鉢博士、去年の夏ニュースになった。ロシアに亡命してタイムマシンに関する論文を書いたって。その論文の内容はそれはひどいものだったらしいけれど、ただそれでピンときたのよ。アメリカのこれ偶然かしら。私は何らかの関連性があると思う。だから中鉢博士について調べようと思ったんだけど、不思議なことに驚くほど情報がないのよ。中鉢博士について言及しているブログやサイトを見に行ってもほとんどは閉鎖してるわ。ねえ、一体クリスの周りで何が起きていたの？もしかして今もまだそれは続いているの？あなたは何を隠しているの？
You're hiding something. I don't know what you're talking about. Her eyes were pure and sought the truth. Kurisu used to get that exact same look in her eyes all the time, but...
好奇心で足を突っ込まない方がいい。俺はもうたくさんだ。
今更だわ。私は片足を突っ込んでしまっているのよ。
You don't even know what it means to be involved yet.
それに考えてしまうのよ。この前襲われたのももしかすると私のせいじゃないかって。
君のせい？狙われる理由があるのか？
私は
And then she paused for a moment.
私はクリスの遺産を持っている。
Belongings. Some of Kurisu's belongings. What did she mean? Maho had said that after Kurisu had died, she'd gone to her home in America and received some of her belongings from her mom. Was she saying that now that the attack was because of that? My mind began to race. Russia, where Dr. Nakabachi had sought asylum. The people who attacked Kurisu's home spoke Russian. And just a few days ago, the Russians, probably, had experimented with changing the past. Suzan said that the World War III would be set off by the time machine. The time machine. Dr. Nakabachi's paper. The paper had been written about the time machine. The cause of World War III. A miraculous, nightmarish paper which would cause the deaths of 5.7 billion people. The time machine he discussed at his press conference was a ripoff of John Teeter's. But the one in his paper was different. I'd never managed to read it though. But my guess was that Kurisu had showed him the original that she'd written on July 28th, and his paper was the inferior copy. Kurisu had written down the instructions for making a time machine. I shuddered. I quickly booted up Rhine on my smartphone. I paged through my chat logs. The hard drive and the laptop contained the data for the original version of Dr. Nakabachi's paper, maybe Kurisu's paper.
Daru のところに持ち込まれたクリスのノート PC とまさかあれの解析を依頼したのは
I looked at Maho. She looked back at me without smiling. And she nodded.
ええ、私よ。
Good to know. From Maho's perspective, there were too many things about Kurisu's death that didn't make sense. Maybe there is why she had decided to look into why Kurisu was killed. Of course, she'd assumed there were hints hidden inside her laptop and hard drive. But if my hypothesis was right, the laptop was too dangerous to be allowed to exist. It was Pandora's box with the power to unleash the Third World War.
どうして隠していた
最初はあなたと橋田さんの関係を知らなかった。橋田さんに頼んだのは本当に偶然よ。そしてあなたはクリスのことについて何か隠しているように思えた。
Yeah, you really would prefer it to stay that way.
そんなあなたに正直に全て話せるわけないでしょ。信用していないというわけではないのだけど、クリスのことについては慎重になった方がいいと思って。
ああそれについては正解だよ。アマデウスのテスターになることを反対しなかったのも。
打算なんて言わないで。私はただクリスの友達であるあなたのことをもっと、
クリスの秘密を手に入れるために。
あの子のことをもっと知りたかったのよ。
She glared right back as if challenging me.
ダルはもう解析したのか。
まだよ。だからアメリカに帰る前に最後にもう一度あな
So
たと
that's why
話
she
をしよ
brought
う
me
と思
here.
ったの。
I need to call Daru right now. Calling Daru. Fucking should have saved, but whatever.
はい、もしもーし。
今ラボにいるか。
いや、
じゃあどこにいる。
家で絶賛エロゲ中。
Oh,
どうかしてん？
god damn it.
お前の裏のバイトの件で話し
Pull
ま
your
した。
fucking pants up.
あ、あれか。なんかマキセ氏の情報を思い出した？
ああ
Of course, that was a lie. He could be in danger if I didn't get that laptop back right now. I glanced over at Maho.
じゃあさ、LINE で送ってもらえるかな？
直接会って話をしよう。ラボで合流できないか。
今手が離せないから夕方でもいい？
Jesus, man. What's wrong with you?
エロゲなんて後でいくらでもできるだろ。
さあせん、家でエロゲしてるってのは嘘。実は今バイト中で手が離せないんだよね。
バイト？
Well, I was lying to him too, so I didn't really have room to talk.
じゃあ本当はどこにいる？手が離せないならこっちから行く。
あんまオカリンには教えたくなかったんだけどな。
Oh, shut
やばげ
up.
な仕事も多いから。まあいいや。わかった。これから言うところに来てよ。
Fucking dangerous work. Good lord, Daru. The location he gave me was still in Akihabara. It was less than 5 minutes away.